Alright, welcome to the new channel called Mistakes Were Made. So this channel is going to be primarily focused on doing woodwork and house projects and whatever else that's not a car. If you want to see car videos, go check out Revamp Motors by RJ, and that's where I do all my car stuff. So that's why in the background you'll see all these cars and everything else. But the car shop sometimes get used for house projects, which is what I'm doing now, is countertops. So doing like a river table type deal, and the first thing you got to do is remove this bark. So being the overachiever that I am, we're going to remove the bark using this. All right, I'll show you how well this works. So you find your edge, right? Okay, so you get the idea, right? So then, after you get most of your bark removed, or at least the heavy stuff, then you take your little brushy do. Oh yeah, don't forget safety. Safety first. Now this makes a whole lot of mess. I feel like I missed a big chunk. Oh yeah. Yeah, we missed a big chunk. So let's knock that off. I think most people do this with like a chisel. Remember, the channel's called Mistakes Were Made. Okay, so let's try that again. So the intention is to get all the stringy stuff off of there, and then you're just left with, you know, the solid tree bark. Now you can see this is a pretty coarse brush, right? So it's gonna leave some lines in there. So if you don't want that, then you'll probably just want to sand it. So here's a piece of 120. Let's see what that does to it. Great, you couldn't even see what I was doing. Okay, so that moved it down quite a bit. I mean, you still see a bunch of marks in there, but I'm not 100% sure that's from, well, I guess let's find out. Let's do it again. These lines are definitely from the brush. Now, what if, see, I don't know how else you get this off. You gotta be careful with the air hammer. It'll dent your wood quicker than anything. I mean, how do you get through all this stringy stuff? You know? Okay, if I used a razor blade, I mean, either way, a razor blade is just gonna scallop it. So I think there's the wood here. That's definitely the wood. Yeah, it's still gonna have lines in it, so it's like, yeah, so I don't think we're doing that bad of a job here. I think as long as you're going with the grain, you know, with your fibers, then no one will ever know, except for you, because you watch me do it. So even this was against the grain, right? And you still see it's grainy. Now you can see my marks. So yeah, this isn't, we're not doing a bad thing here. No, this is right. Alright, so I'm going to continue with the air hammer, and then I'm going to use the brush along this whole thing. And this thing's probably 8-10 foot long. So it's going to take a while, and I'm sure you don't want to just watch me do this the whole time. So. about to make the first cuts. We've got a layout, which is the perimeters depicted by the blue tape, and after I cut that piece off, I'll put it in that remaining section there. So, and CJ will post a picture of the layout that we decided to go with. All right, we're about to do some cutting. Uh-oh, no safety glasses. All right, so I set the depth of my saw, so we should be good there. And I pretty much, well, this was where I wanted it. I think this is where I want to cut it. So, in theory, it should be good. Okay. I had it all set, now I'm struggling. All right, I want to cut you right there, I think. Oh, CJ, I need you to hold this piece, because when I cut it, it's gonna wanna fall down, and it'll splinter the remaining wood if you don't hold it up. So you should probably be on that side, and then hold right here and right here. And that should be, you should be able to feel it. So don't pull up, because if you pull up, it'll bind the saw, you'll hear it. So you kind of just have to
just keep it in place.
Yep. Okay, we almost had it perfect. That smells good. We should put the shavings on the grill. Okay, I must have done something wrong because I cut half my plastic off of this thing. I don't know how I did that. It should have been right in the track. That's what this thing is for. Our track seems to have a lot of give, whatever. All right, what can you see? Yeah, I guess you can see everything. So the layout is supposed to be this. That's not even close to being, it's not gonna work. This is not what was intended. Because how are you supposed to get, this was supposed to be close to that, and this, I knew something was off.
What's wrong?
The layout's not right. Look, it's supposed to look like that. That means this piece is supposed to be, the scale is off or something, because this is not even close to being right. Okay, new layout. I gotta figure out what to do. Chew on this. It's a ham bone. So, battery. CJ, you cut my table. When you did your hammer, you cut it.
Mistakes were made.
No, it's mistake masters. Since that mistakes were made, which was taken.
Now you have to build a whole another table and waste a lot more time.
Well, the table is easy. It's just one sheet of 4x8. You don't have to cut nothing. Just stick it on there. Okay, now I gotta.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my piece.
When you're done with that, I'll do my mold. Okay, I don't know where we left off, but we have our layout. So we found this little guy, this little termite eating guy, needs to go there. And then this, I've already marked it right here, is gonna flow just like this. So I kept this kind of symmetrical as much as I could, and then we're about to use the bandsaw and cut this little corner off right here. So we're gonna cut this off, and then we took one of our scrap pieces that came off of this, and it's gonna go right here, but it's not tall enough, so hand me that piece right there. Oh, and CJ had all day to clean off this table, and this is what I got. We know he did something, we just know he didn't finish. All right, so we're gonna cut this piece, we're gonna place it on here, and then I think what we're gonna do, there's two options. I can either trace it out and we can cut on the bandsaw, or I can attach it to this thing and use a router with a duplicator bit and cut it. We'll let CJ decide which one he wants to do. But this one right here, we're gonna use the bandsaw to cut this. So let's go into the new woodworking area that CJ cleaned. Okay, CJ, our woodworking area is not in operable condition. All right. Here's our bandsaw. We just got this the other day. This is our planer we got a few months ago, and I already broke it. The feeder doesn't work. All right, CJ, I need a paper towel. So first thing I'm gonna do is set the height on this so I can actually cut it. You need like a shim. Shim, shimmy, shim, shim, shimmy, shim, shim, shim-a-room. I'll just angle it.
Here you go.
Okay. You got our safety glasses. I sprayed WD-40 on this so it doesn't rust, since we're not exactly in a climate-controlled environment out here in the old shop. We have no walls. All right, I can kind of see through these. Oh, do we have power? Nope. Get the power from the ambulance. Pause. Okay, it's gonna get loud, folks.
Hold on, the 8's not turning on.
Probably because battery's dead.
It was at 63 just a minute ago.
It was at 50 something when we were using it in the Subaru. Sorry for the light, I need another one. Once we build the new roof, I'll actually permanently install lights. Turn off that. I can't really see what's going on. See how fine that cuts? Oh, we still gotta shave all this stuff off. Approved?
That's awesome.
Make sure you wipe this off and spray it with WD-40 when we leave.
Okay.
Okay, so now I got that done. Well, it's not done. Now we have to make this cut. Where was this supposed to be at? So we have this mark, but do we have this mark? It should be the end of that, right? Yeah, it has to be. So then this gets cut right about here. And we can probably cut it with the thing that's actually here. Okay, we're gonna cut this long so we can cut it again when we do the whole thing. I need clamps. Clampy doos, clampy doo, where are you? Hopefully that's enough to cut it. It's not enough, you're gonna have to unhook it. Steak Masters, right here, in the flesh. Okay, hold this piece, it's gonna fall. Okay, so you are gonna have to use this guy to take all these furries off, okay? But this is about where it should be, right there and right there. Everything's warped. Hopefully we can get it sucked down. Our next step is, I wrote some measurements down. So this is our cabinet that we have inside the house. This is the void, right? So what I have to do is I'm putting a piece of 3/4 inch MDF underneath all this stuff that you see here. And then I'm taking our metal pieces here, and I'll probably use the smaller ones, but they're gonna go underneath it and screw in through both pieces. So it's gonna screw into this piece, this piece, this piece, and then our piece of MDF that we have underneath. And once I get this piece cut, it'll allow me to trace out for our LEDs. That's gonna get put inside the table. And we also gotta cut this, which I don't have the tool for that unless you do it with that tool, which it's possible, just not the greatest. And to actually attach these things, CJ put away our inserts. Where did he put them away? Hopefully I showed this in another video. Where did you put the bag of inserts?
What bag of inserts?
The only bag of inserts we have.
What do the little inserts look like?
Follow me. Turn it off.
Should I keep the 8 on?
Nope. You don't remember putting these in?
Oh, those?
Yeah, where are they at?
No, I don't remember. I don't think I moved them.
You have to move them because they're right there in the corner of this table. They got moved. Anyway, so those are the inserts. You drill a hole and you put those in, and then we have 1/4 by 20 bolt that'll screw into the whole thing. It'll go through this piece and the MDF piece. We'll show that in the next video. Oh, we do need to cut this. So, what did you decide? Remember we said that you were cutting this out.
The bandsaw.
Okay, there it is. Cut it out. If you mess it up, we'll cut another.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. The only thing is you have to cut on the line. No line showing. You can make multiple cuts. You can cut it, reposition, cut it, reposition. Okay, what did I do when I first set the saw up? What was the first thing I did?
Oh, you have to position the blade?
You don't want it too low. You don't want it too high. Stick your finger under there, on top of the wood. Now clamp it.
What does the height do?
It keeps the blade from going all over the place. How are you gonna make that turn?
I'm gonna have to like put it in.
You ain't making a 90-degree turn.
Do I have to like cut it here and so I can do like that?
You can, or you can cut it this way, and then cut it this way, or you can drill a hole right there, and then you can make a turn.
So I guess I'll cut it like this, and then I'll go here and cut it.
Perfect. Make it happen. So you have all that room to work with to get it lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see is the problem. If I were a pumpkin. God, oh my God, you're joking, right? This is not happening.
This GoPro's at 6%.
Well, you better fix it.
You want to change the battery?
At 6%, what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so awkward.
Do 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 do.
Is this on? Dude, this is supposed to be off. Okay, well this isn't gonna work out very well with the light like that. I don't know what else to do because you said you can't see.
Can we pull that down a little bit? Do you think that would help?
No. Okay, go ahead and make your cuts. What happened?
I feel like it's too far this way.
Dude, adjust it while you're cutting. Drop your piece on the right. Drop it. Is it good? Let's go get our piece and test it. A little boo-boo there. A little boo-boo there. Okay, this is perfect. So let's see how you did. That'll work. That'll work. I know I lined this up. Yep. Be okay. It's gonna be on the bottom anyway, because you're only gonna see this side and this side. This is gonna get cut off. All right, good job. Cut the video. Right there, I think. Okay, so this is our table. I guess I'll whack this off right here, and then I can start building my form. And I'm just going to whack this off. Where's my pencil? Did I leave it over there? You know what I can do? We can actually put these pieces onto the counter and mark our drill hole. Oh, well, we can't until we cut these pieces. So tomorrow, after you cut these pieces, we'll lay this out on the countertop and then put this underneath where I want it, and I'll start making I'll stick that in there, make my holes, put our inserts in, which you saw over in the other piece, once you find them. So that's another thing I could do tomorrow. So you're gonna have to cut these pieces, 2 of the smaller ones, which you left here, and then find the inserts. Good? Mm-hmm. All right, look, DJ can make handles out of this stuff.